The mother dog wouldn't stop barking. She stood in the pouring rain, paws bloody from digging at the concrete, staring down at the storm drain, where her puppy's cries were fading fast beneath the rushing water. Now the story begins. It was early morning when the rain started. At first, it was just a light drizzle. Then the clouds grew darker. By noon, the sky was black. The rain came down hard, hitting the roads and roofs like rocks. It was cold and loud, the kind of rain that floods streets and makes cars slow down. In a small neighborhood outside the city, under a broken wooden fence, lived a stray dog named Mia. She was a golden brown dog with soft eyes and a calm face. She had 6 puppies, tiny, wobbly, and full of energy. They were only 4 weeks old. Mia had found an old shed near a playground to keep them safe. It wasn't much, just a few walls and a roof full of holes, but it was dry most days. When it rained, she curled her body around her puppies to keep them warm. But this day was different. By afternoon, water started pouring into the shed. The ground turned to mud. Mia barked and nudged her puppies, moving them one by one under a bench. She licked their faces, trying to calm them down. Then she noticed one was missing. Nino, the smallest puppy, was gone. Mia ran outside. The rain was cold. It hit her face hard. She looked left and right. No sign of him. She sniffed the wet ground, following his scent. It led her to the edge of the road. That's when she heard it, a weak cry, a soft, frightened yelp. She followed the sound. It was coming from a storm drain. Nino had slipped into the water and been pulled into the pipe. He wasn't hurt, but he was stuck. The drain was small and dark. He was crying, cold and alone. Mia stood over the drain, barking loudly, over and over. She scratched at the concrete. She howled. She didn't stop, not for the rain, not for the cold, not even when cars drove past. Hours passed. Most people stayed inside because of the weather. But just before sunset, a woman named Elsa was walking home from work. She had her umbrella up and her headphones in, but she stopped when she heard the barking. It was sharp, fast, desperate. She turned and saw the dog standing over the drain. At first, she thought the dog was just wet and scared. But then she heard something else, a faint puppy cry. Elsa stepped closer. She kept her umbrella, removed her shoes and jacket. She pulled out her phone flashlight and bent down near the drain. Then she saw him, a small, wet puppy shaking at the bottom of the pipe. "Oh no," she said softly. "You poor thing." Mia barked again, her tail wagging just once. Elsa tried to reach into the drain, but her arm couldn't fit. The puppy was too far down. The pipe was too narrow. Water was still running through it. "I'll get help," Elsa said. She called the local animal rescue number. They told her they were on the way. She waited with Mia. The dog paced in circles, barked, then lay down next to the drain, ears flat. 20 minutes later, a white van pulled up. 2 rescue workers got out, wearing orange vests. One of them, a man named Jonas, knelt down beside the drain. "There he is," he said. "Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you out." The second rescuer, Nina, went to the van and came back with a long tool. It looked like a pole with a soft loop at the end. Jonas slowly lowered it into the drain. It took time. The puppy was scared and kept backing away. Mia barked once, then looked at her baby. That's when Nino stopped moving. He heard her. He sniffed the air. Then he let out one small cry. The loop slipped around his belly. "Got him," Jonas shouted. He lifted the puppy slowly, carefully. Mud and water poured from the pipe. Everyone held their breath. And then Nino was out. He was wet, cold, and shaking. His eyes were wide. But he was okay. What surprises everyone there was that Nino still wanted to enter the drain the second time, but this time, one of the rescue team healed him strongly. Maybe this is as a result of fear. We don't know. They all felt surprise in such performed by Nino. Mia ran up and licked his face all over. She sniffed his ears, his nose, his paws. She barked once, softly, then lay beside him. Nino crawled up close and rested his head on her leg. Elsa smiled. She saved him. Jonas nodded. If she hadn't barked like that, no one would have known he was down there. Nina took a small blanket from the van and wrapped it around Nino. She checked his heartbeat and smiled. He's strong, just cold. The rescue workers gave Mia and her puppies a ride in the van. They brought them to the animal shelter in town. The puppies got warm beds and food. Mia watched them the whole time. For the first time in weeks, they were safe. A few days later, Elsa came to visit. She had kept thinking about that moment by the drain. She asked if she could help. 3 weeks after that, she adopted Mia and Nino together. The rest of the puppies found homes too. Now, Mia and Nino live in a small house with a big backyard. Mia still watches Nino closely. Every time it rains, she pulls him close, just in case. Because mothers don't forget. And they never stop loving. That's the end of the story. If you enjoy watching, please kindly subscribe to this channel for more beautiful stories like this. Thanks, and do have a wonderful time.